Well, good afternoon, everyone. I just want to take a moment. Thank you for tuning in to our new YouTube page. You'll want to be sure to follow this page for future updates, additional videos on topics moving forward. Anyhow, my name is Dan Toman. I know most of you, I believe, but I'm sure there's plenty that I don't know. I'm Director of Training with Regency Hotel Management. Again, thank you for joining us today. So I'm just going to take a few moments to kind of explain a little bit about something I've been working on with our new training department. And it's a project that has taken quite some time. One more to actually teach myself how to do it. I am probably the least technical person you'll ever meet, and I've had to learn quite a bit in order to begin accomplishing this. But I feel we're at a point where I can kind of introduce this to you. Some of you have probably heard about it a little bit, but it's a project that I've been working on, namely our new ONERegency employee team member intranet, which also will house the new Regency University, which is the web-based all team member training modules that I've been working on as well. So, anyhow, a little bit about ONERegency, and we'll have a screenshot here in just a moment. It really is all resources and tools that are going to be housed web-based, but with a human component as well. So training tools, forms that we use throughout our company, throughout all departments, personnel tools, things such as dealing with our new procurement programs, purchasing program. It'll house brand standards, everything you could really need to operate in a leadership role at one of our hotels. Gosh, I could just go on and on with the topics that'll be included and are already included and accessed via this new portal. So regardless, every team member across our properties, across our company, will have access to the portal. It is going to be a restricted website, so the general public will not be able to access this website. They'll just get a login page. If they don't have correct user credentials, then it'll just be an error site unfound. So, but anyways, user credentials are going to be based on, and again, I'm not quite sure how this will be handled yet, but a number of things have been tossed around, whether it's individuals having logins, or probably what it'll end up being is there will be a few different types of logins for each property. One will be an all-employee login, one will be a leadership login, and then there will be an administrative login, which will be appropriate for HR, accounting, and upper management. And then basically the items that you're able to see on the ONERegency website will be tailored according to the login that you're using. So that being said, we're going to show here real quick a little bit about this. If I can get this, you're going to see it off to the side of your screen, so let me get over here. And anyhow, so we've got ONERegency. This just shows you a little bit, if I can, right here, about the vision of the website, what it looks like, how it's starting to get laid out, the different things that the website's going to have available for you, everything from our company programs that we have started with, things like Regency Cares, as you're seeing right now, Heroic Hospitality Program, Corporate Directory, and then, of course, Regency University will be split up amongst departments, general modules for all team members. These are customer service topics, safety and security topics, so on and so forth, that'll be applicable for all team members across the whole company. Then, of course, very front office specific, housekeeping and laundry specific, sales, catering topics, training topics, and then administrative topics. Gosh, I mean, just about anything that you could ever need. And throughout the last year, I've just been compiling different pieces of different items that I've needed to develop for this. And it gets extremely detailed. Some of this is done in video format, some of this is done in full text format, but really such that anybody could log into this and find any training topic that you could send your new team members to, and just have them start diving right in. And really the way that I focused this, y'all, is really to focus on our Regency way. Not just how any hotel company does this, but really the way that we do this and the way that we've found to do this best. Care for our guests, care for our team members, and just really keep moving the train forward. So, but I've focused, as you can see right now, a lot of this on some of the challenges that we have been seeing, better to understanding, having leadership understand things, and our team members understand things to better facilitate their jobs. So, as you've probably seen down the side, there's also been some areas of having to do with different departments. That's really the ONERegency part of it. So as I had said, the particular website is ONERegency. It has Regency University within it as the training modules. Then there are department-specific modules, which are really going to be more focused on updates, the forms we use, procedures, things like that. So training aside, that is one part for new team member training and ongoing training. And then we've got ONERegency which has areas within it for department-specific, corporate office, accounting and HR, rooms department, maintenance, things like swimming pool maintenance. And these are really best practices, forms, you know, gosh, even down to courtesy callback forms the front office would use, room inspection forms, payroll type related forms that we use, the safety manuals. I mean, there's just so many different, when you really look around our hotels, there's so many different things, and they get updated so often. And the thought process behind all this was one location as opposed to relying on emails to get to folks, where everything could continually be updated, fresh. Every team member would know that, hey, I can log on to ONERegency and get the most up-to-date item that I need, the most up-to-date training that I need. This is what's really expected of us, and how we're going to operate our businesses. So anyhow, it's got everything from care committee, Regency Cares, wellness and future planning, property home pages. It's got an area for construction and renovation. My colleague Randy Grismer will have items within that clearly. How to do a CapEx plan, planning for 15, 20 years out for your property, different products that we use for swimming pool maintenance that have worked real well across the company, vendors we prefer, and that goes right into purchasing and procurement with Lyle Schneider. I've already populated it a little bit with some of the Procter & Gamble items, Harbor Linen information, some of our procurement programs that we use. But as we move forward, this whole website will continue to get far more advanced, far more refined, and more complete. And I certainly hope that everyone finds it useful. It's just something that, like I had said, I've thought about for years, that we really needed this refined communication method, and that's really what this is meant to be. Housing training items is one thing, but really one location where everyone in our company can go to get exactly what they need and to do it exactly how our guests expect. That's the goal here. So again, I appreciate your time today. I'm available for questions on this. It's not quite live yet. You'll all be the first to know when it does become live, because I'm sure it's something you're going to want to jump in and use all the time. That being said, before I end this, what better time than to end with a training topic? And you know, if you look outside here, if your area is anything like where I'm at, it has been beautiful and sunny for several days now. Thank you. But that being said, that beautiful sun and slightly warmer temperatures melts all the snow off, which we're thankful for, but being left behind from all those giant snow mountain ranges is nothing but litter everywhere, folks. And you know what? It's everyone's job to pick up litter. So, a little bit about first impressions today. Clearly, we all need to be looking at the condition of our entrances to our facilities, our parking lot entrances, and right around our entry doors themselves. But I don't know about you, I make it a point to park the furthest away from the door every single day. Doesn't matter what hotel I'm at. If it's one of our properties, I park as far away from the front door as I can because I know that I've got to walk to go into that door. Now there's a couple reasons for it. One, every team member should be parking far away from the front door because we want our guests to have the parking spots that are closest to our entrances. That should be a given. Our guests are number one in our eyes. Number two, if you park further away from the front door, you've got that walk to enjoy the beautiful fresh air, open your mind a little bit for the day that lies ahead, maybe cool off if you had a cruddy commute, get your mind clear so that you can walk right in and be your best self. And number three, back to litter. All right, if you park furthest away from the front door, guess what, folks? You got two hands, you've got your computer bag, throw it over your shoulder. This time of year, you can fill up two hands with litter, probably all your pockets, and probably a few bags by the time you get to the door, okay? It's everybody's job. It is not just maintenance department's job. Have pride in your workplace. Trust me, our guests do see these things, all right? You know, it's another good idea to take a manager day or an all-employee hour or so, depending on how many team members you've got. Everybody go outside on one of these beautiful sunny days and just pick up garbage. I tell you what, bring a bucket bring gloves, because there's going to be a lot of cigarette ends to pick up. If you've got a building that's got multiple floors, maybe windows that open or balconies, you know those cigarette ends were thrown off all winter long. It's just going to be a train wreck outside, and we got to get them picked up because those poor folks that are on the ground level have to stare at it. So think about cigarette ends around all of your entrances, have been thrown out of windows all winter. Okay, in summer it's one thing, but this has been months piling up. People see it. Let's get it picked up. Now is the time. Okay, enough about cigarette ends. Be sure to follow this page. I'll give you more updates as we move forward about training topics, about our new ONERegency and Regency University employee team member intranet, and various other updates as we move forward. I really appreciate your time today. Thanks a lot. I'll talk to you soon.